What's up, YouTube Nation? This is your homie, Hoodrat Comics. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button and leave a comment and enjoy the show, right?
The Avengers. That's what we call ourselves. Earth's mightiest heroes type thing.
Let's get it started with our picks of the week. So what's up, guys? So everybody on YouTube, every week we do our picks of the week. It could be either something that's coming out, at New Comic Book Day, or it could be something that we want to pick out to let you guys know that it's something maybe you should be picking up. So let's get started. Let's get started with our first pick, and that'll be with JR.
So my pick is Dr. Aphra Volume 2, I believe. This is taking place right after Hoth now. Or I should say right after Empire Strikes Back. Empire Ascend, I think, led right into this. My main reason for picking up, other than the Star Wars, is that little droid in the front. That is the same droid type that showed up in the video game recently.
Mm-hmm.
The
Fallen Order.
Fallen Order.
Love that game. Love that game.
I do not know if that's BD. But if that is BD, then maybe we're going to get Cal.
Ooh.
Maybe we're going to get some of those other guys showing up, because they did, the actor that played Cal, they did de-age him a little bit to play in the game. And I've heard they're coming out the second game soon, and it's right in the right time zone. It's right in the timeline where it should be. So we may end up getting Cal showing up in this. I wouldn't be surprised if we get Syndulla showing up somewhere in this.
Ooh.
Dude, that game, I like the story of that game. It was very dark. I like it when Star Wars gets a little dark. I like that, dude. Yeah, very
exactly.
Cool.
And she's a perfect character for him to show up into.
Yeah.
Because the game was about kind of treasure hunting. Well, she's Indiana Jones in space.
There you go.
So, it kind of works. So I'm curious to see what they're going to do with this character and with BD showing up on the cover. And I have no idea who a couple of these characters are in the background. Like the guy blowing a kiss in the upper top underneath the Doctor. I don't know who that is.
New character.
Yeah, I figure that's a new character.
Scoundrel?
Possibly. Who knows? It's got the Wookiee in it. That's all I care.
Yeah.
You got him running around. And she should be getting, I believe she's getting chased by her two droids before. 000 and I don't remember what the R2 unit's name was called. But I think this is going to be a good one. We've got a couple different variants. We've got a 1 in 25 that just looks amazing. I'm going to have to track this down.
I kind of I'm wondering what's going on with this in the story, right? He's
like I said,
Snowtrooper.
I believe she was at Hoth. If you read the Star Wars Imperium, I think it was called, that came out right before COVID. I'd have to go look at it. I believe her story, she takes place in Hoth. She's one of the other people that Vader is looking for when he goes there. So this is a beautiful cover. I don't know who did it, but I'm going to look for it. And then there's the retailer incentive, and this is the 1 in 51, which I don't know. I'm not a fan of it. I don't know about you guys.
Nah.
No.
I think they should have switched the 1 in 25 and the 1 in 50, but hey, it'll save me some money to get the 1 in 25.
It has a guy right there on the right. That's just, I guess this is going to be his first appearance, so it might be one you might want to get. I don't know.
Possibly.
Isn't the cover A also have him?
Yeah.
Blowing the kiss? That's him, right?
Yeah, that's him blowing the kiss.
And it has the droid.
Yeah. And then you've got the retail incentive that you can get. I'm not going to waste my time getting it, because all it is just a little logo of I'm assuming the Orlando Center place on it.
It's got that color fade, too.
Yeah. But you have to do more than that to get me to buy a alternate cover. You know?
Fair enough.
So we'll go with the next person with their pick of the week. Who was that?
And that would be Big Rob.
Hey, all right. So, yeah, He-Man, of course. I'm definitely going to talk about this one.
I'm down with that pick.
He-Man and the Masters of the Multiverse. That's the title on this one. So this is issue 6. That's the finale of the story. I wish I should have reread this whole story before this meeting, because the last issue was before COVID.
Mm-hmm.
So that was like early March, late February, and from what I remember, this story is pretty crazy. It's all over the place. Introduces a lot of characters that we've known through the cartoons and the toys and stuff like that. And the main antagonist, where did I put it? Is, I don't know if you can probably see it, but Anti-Eternia He-Man is basically this He-Man version from like a kind of a shadow world place where they're all kind of that. And
I like how they put him on the spotlight this time, because wasn't he like kind of an Easter egg character, and then this one they really put him on the spotlight.
Yeah, the first time I ever heard him was when this figure came out. That's before that I never heard of him.
Yeah, because he never came out. Yeah, besides this, that's pretty cool. I like how they spotlight him here.
Yeah, so he's the big protagonist on this run, and he is a badass character.
Yeah.
Not gonna spoil it, but he takes out a lot of characters. He kills a lot of people in this.
He's
in
a
this
savage.
He's a savage.
so-
He's kicking everybody's ass, man. He's killing.
Yeah,
them.
taking their weapons and everything. Savage.
The story that's being executed in this book is interesting. It's a kind of a serious story, but the art is very cartoonish, so it's sometimes hard to take serious when he's killing people in it. But this is the finales. The covers are great. Every single cover are fire on this, and every this book. So the first book did have a variant. That was the only one that actually had a variant. But I'm curious to see how they're going to tie up the story with the Anti-Eternia He-Man and the good guy version of Kildor, which is Skeletor.
Yeah.
And it's I highly recommend if you're a He-Man fan for sure, or if you're interested in kind of dimensional possibilities of different universes, people interacting, kind of stories, stuff like that. Highly recommend that. There's no incentives. There's no other special variants on it. It's just a regular 8-cover. I don't know how much DC is behind this book, but I don't think they're much behind it. They haven't promoted it that much. It's not, from what I've seen, the reaction from the audience has not been the greatest, but I'm a He-Man fan, so I love it. But
I think it's cool. It's really cool.
Does it show the movie universe in there too? Because I'm wondering.
Yeah, it does.
It
yeah,
shows
it does.
every version you could think of.
Okay,
shows
because that troll
that's Rebel He-Man, Rebel Commander He-Man. I think that's what you call him, the movie one.
Yeah.
Well, because isn't that troll from the movie the one that's in the center of the book at the very bottom?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he was like kind of the Orko of the movie.
Yeah.
He's Oracle in the movie. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
The movie version's in there. The original 80s cartoons version world is in there. The new Adventures of He-Man, which is the space He-Man's in there.
Yep,
the toy version, the 2002 version, every version you could think of shows up in this book. So if you're a He-Man fan, this is definitely a great book. There's many Easter eggs and different versions of He-Man showing up. But like I said, I dig it. But
So this is a total Orko verse, probably in this one, right? Right.
So what do you mean like Orkoverse? Like,
didn't the little troll play wasn't he the Orko in the movies?
Yeah, but he wasn't named Orko. His name's something else. But
yeah,
Orko's
I
place.
don't remember his name.
Battle Cat wasn't even in the movie. Dude.
Yeah.
Wish he was.
So there is like Orkos in the books as well. And I believe there's like in that Shadow World, there's a version of every single character. It's like a evil version, all in black. There's a black version. Was it
the faceless one, or I forgot what was his name? The nameless or faceless one? That was a dark Orko. I don't remember.
Yeah. All right. So from this point on, let's go with Ian with his pick.
All right, and you guys know, man, I have no idea what Vark Wars is, but I'm a Star Wars fan first.
That looks cool.
This cover is sick, man. Like when I saw this cover, I'm like, this is something I need to get. And I put orders in for it a little bit late, and I've had a couple shops look for it to see if they can get their hands on it, but this thing sold out. It's not just a great cover, but if you guys know, so for all you guys, for JR, what happened on May 21st, 1980?
The original Empire Strikes Back came out.
Right, so we're at the 40th anniversary now, right? So this is this is a little homage to the 40th anniversary of my favorite Star Wars movie of all time. It's always going to be number one. It's always the one that I'm going to remember watching with my dad and him telling me, watch Han Solo say, "I'll see you in hell," right? Like that was like my, that was real good, great childhood memories for me. And I really dig this cover. And I like that it's Walt, like Walt Disney, right? Walt's Empire Strikes Back. And it's a great homage that I hope I can get my hands on, because I was pretty late on ordering it. And hopefully a couple, one of the two shops I've asked can get their hands on it for me. But there's also some pretty awesome other homages to Star Wars. So we have this one, and this is an homage. You guys know which homage this one is to?
I remember
Conan homage, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was thinking it was Conan homage.
Yeah, it's a Conan homage, right? And then we have this one, which is
the first Star Wars.
The first Star Wars homage, right? So I mean, these are pretty. I mean, I didn't know about them, but these are like definitely some books that I'm going to look for in the future.
Hey, yeah, actually, I did buy a Vark. What's his name? Aardvark. I actually bought an Silver Surfer 1 homage cover they did a couple months ago for that character.
Which one? Which homage was it for?
The Silver Surfer 1.
Oh, sick! That's awesome, man.
Yeah, it was Vark. It's a really when you read the comic book, it's really weird. It's really weird.
Yeah. I mean, am I gonna read it? Maybe not, But I love the cover, and it's something that I really want to get my hands on. So
Pretty
it's
cool to put up on the wall.
Yeah,
sure,
totally.
Sure.
So I'm gonna pass the mic on to my my homie Nick, who is gonna talk about a back issue that he really wants to talk to you guys about.
Gotcha. Yeah. So Secret Wars 8. In a time where people are going out and spending, $300 for second prints of Miles Morales, and $700 for the 9.8, you can get yourself a nice 9.8 Secret Wars 8 for $150.
Pretty good, man.
That's an amazing bargain when you consider that this is the start of Venom, right?
Mhm.
This is kind of where it all began. This is where the suit itself, started to exist. So while there's not a whole lot of comic books out there, and you're looking for books, and you're looking for a book to invest your money in, I think throwing down $150 for a 9.8, or 120, 100, or 100 somewhere wherever that is for a 9.6, is a pretty solid investment to throw your money at this time.
And this book is it pretty hard to get a 9.8 at?
Oh yeah, I have mine, right? I have mine right here, and I took it to a CGC pre-screening, and he told me mine is going to come in around an 8.5, and mine I would consider a really solid copy. So, it's a book with an orange cover.
Yep.
And those from the Bronze Age, they're harder to grade at 9.8. I don't have the census numbers in front of me, but I can tell you that if I was a betting man, I would bet there's a lot less 9.8s of this than there is Ultimate Fallout 4, or Edge of Spider-Verse 2, or the first appearance of Silk, or whatever modern 9.8 you want to throw at me.
And also you got Michael Zeck that did the art on this, is doing a lot of signings lately for this.
Yep.
I've seen a lot of remarks on those.
Nice.
So you'll see a lot of those too. So it might be something worth going and get a remark done by him also, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point too. And so this is something that you could put on your wall, and it's instantly iconic, instantly recognizable. It's something that you'd never be ashamed to have in your collection. And it's been duplicated multiple times in homages,
Oh yeah, definitely. It's a very famous cover.
Talking about an homage, I found this, and it surprised everybody.
That's cool.
Yeah. I think that's a lenticular, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what we're thinking it is.
Yeah.
I'm
And there's not
pretty
just
sure it
this
is.
one. There's also the Captain Marvel, or the Miss Marvel one they did this year or last year.
Yeah.
That blew up with her in her new suit.
Mhm.
It's like a
Issue 5?
$15 book.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, this book goes for $150 to $200 at a 9.8. I haven't seen any real raws out in the open, on eBay.
Wow.
They're all 9.8s. It looks like they sell pretty good too. So I'm a big Miles fan. I know JR is. So this has become like on my want list at a decent price. I'm not going to pay $200 for it right now.
You also can't fault. I mean, you got Maestro in the background of this one.
Oh,
You've got MODOK in the background. You've got you got Hulk, Iron Hulk or whatever, Hulkbuster.
classic
Punisher.
Captain America.
Classic Cap.
Miss Marvel's back there too.
Yeah, you've got Magic is in the background.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's Jane Foster. I'm wondering if that's Malice as when Malice took over Invisible Girl. That's being hit by She-Hulk.
Jane Foster Thor down there.
Oh, okay.
Is that Ultron? I can't see that well.
Yeah, it's Ultron, Machine Man. You got.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
You got. I believe that's Nova. Well, it's Nova up in the top. It's probably Sam.
Mm-hmm.
This was probably a Contest of Champions alternate cover. Now that I think about it, because you've got at least 2 other champions in this shot with, if that's Sam, Nova, and you've got Ms. Marvel.
You have Hawkeye down in the corner too.
Yeah, you got the female Hawkeye down there.
Mm-hmm. I think it is Ultimate Champions. I think that's what I read.
I think you're right.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it's Constance.
Yeah. It's a sick cover though.
No, it's a great cover.
I just hope we don't blow it up so we can actually get it. So.
But if it's 150 head to head versus the real deal, I'm gonna take the real deal.
Yeah, of course.
I mean,
I have a hard time with either one of them personally.
You don't like Spider-Man, but do it for Venom.
Okay, I've got
Do it for
the
Venom.
9.8 CG or CBCS 9.8 of the other one. It's of the black suit.
Okay, yeah.
That one, the Secret Wars original. My look at it is it's one of those things where it's just another costume.
Mm-hmm.
It hit its peak. It's going to stay probably. I don't see it ever going over 300.
Yeah, I mean, with all the speculation on Miles and this being a book that I barely see,
I think this will go higher.
Yeah, I just think if this happens to be on one of the top 10s on the bigger channels, you heard it here first with Team Nerd Herd, right?
There you go.
Yeah,
that's a good call.
So, yeah, I mean, it's a speculation with Miles and his first appearance, just going nuts and crazy. Who knows? Like this could be a book to get to. But hey, guys, I hear a ping, man. I know. Let me check it out. I think Comics and Pops wants to step in and say a couple things about his pick of the week. All right, man. What's up, Alonzo? You back, huh?
I'm back.
You couldn't stay away from us, man. Like, what's going on, bro? Why aren't you here? Like, you got a date? You got a hot date or something?
Well, priorities. I love you guys, but there's just other things that I gotta take care of first.
And I skip a hot date for us, sweaty nerds.
Maybe next time. Maybe next time you can sweat with us, right? For sure.
So what's your pick for this week for a new comic book day?
So my pick for the upcoming week, it's probably no surprise, but it's a Peach Momoko covered book. It is Blackwood The Morning After. It's number 3 from Dark Horse, and it's just like a cover B. And right now on eBay, the pre-sales for this thing are like $15, $16, something like that. So I would definitely pick it up. And if you're not a big Peach fan, I would definitely flip it. If not, I would keep it. I mean, it's a solid looking book. It's based on that cover is actually based on the Ghost or Spirit. It says my internet is unstable. I better hurry it up. That it's based on the Ghost from Room 109 in the story. It's actually pretty cool. I've kind of read a little bit about it, and it's going through a big whodunit what's kind of happening. A lot of the students are under a curse, and so they're trying to figure things out. So it's a good read. Unfortunately, it's not something that I'm into, but I definitely love the cover. Cover's great. If you're big Peach fan, I would definitely pick it up. If you're looking for something just to kind of make a quick buck, I would definitely buy it and sell it right away. But yeah, those Peach fans, they're nuts. I mean, her covers are really good. They're pretty amazing, and she's doing it for Marvel. She's doing it for a lot of other studios, which is fantastic. So she's not doing the same character over and over again. It's always going to be something different.
I mean, it's crazy how popular Peach is with not just like female fans, but like everybody. It could be a big burly man with a big old beard, like our buddy there, JR Rogueslaw, or it could be, a little person that's just hanging out on the street that loves comics. Everybody kind of knows Peach Momoko now.
Yeah, I mean, she's gotten so much like appeal. I mean, I'm just looking around, and casual fans are picking up the book because the art is just a little different. Her style is a little different. It's very, I would say it's very raw, and I like it. It's not like those other things. Plus, she's not saturating the market. She's kind of picking and choosing her covers or her work. And she's doing it for not just the big two or big three, but she's doing it for a lot of other people, or a lot of other companies, which is great. So it kind of broadens her appeal and exposes her to, other collectors that are not just like Marvel or DC, I mean, there's a lot of truth in her art. I mean, I'm a new collector, and I like truth, right? Like, I like real, raw art. And that's why I started to like McFarlane, and I really started to like Lee, because it's really raw. I mean, it's people's kind of souls going into those things, and it's not trained, but it looks raw, and you can feel that emotion coming out of that art from these artists. Yeah, for sure. I mean, even just recently, as you know, the Clone Wars. I mean, she did a variant cover, which is Yoda, and that, oh my God, sold out within seconds. I mean, it's just nuts.
I don't even think that even made the public, right? That was just.
I don't think so either.
You had to be on the inside. You actually had to be on the inside scoop to get that. Like, you had to have a code to get that thing, and it was gone in like what, an hour?
Or if that. I mean, it was just nuts. Before it sold out before it even hit the public. I mean, it's just crazy. And it's just a mix of it being Peach and a mix of Star Wars and that Yoda. My God, I haven't seen a Yoda look like that good in a long time. I mean, she put a lot of work into it. I mean, it looks phenomenal.
Yeah, it's just in that watercoloring, right, that she uses. That, that's her kind of signature thing, right? Is watercolor.
Yeah.
I don't think a lot of artists can get away with that shit, but she can.
She does. I mean, because she just mixes very well. I mean, again, it's very raw. I love it. I like how she does it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I've seen her on Instagram do some work live, and she actually does like use her watercolors live, and you see how she blends it, and it's like, this lady got her shit together, man. Like, she knows what she's doing, right? Like, it looks raw, but she's trained, but she keeps it real, right? And that's kind of what draws us all, right? Keeping it real. So.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's just some good stuff. I mean, again, it's just like she's got a lot of mass appeal, which is fantastic. I just hope that, she continues to kind of pick and choose, what she works on, and doesn't, and the market isn't oversaturated. It'll help out like collectors a lot, and stuff like that, and the value of her books, and would definitely make her like another, like the it artist,
Did she come out with a Harley on Frankie's comics too?
So there is another one that's going to be coming out. I haven't seen it. I've seen it. Yeah, I've seen it because it's been leaked. So the Batman Adventures continues. I think it's number 2 is going to be out. They're going to be doing a pre-release or pre-sale for it soon. I mean, I think Golden Apple has it up right now. But Frankie's is going to have it up soon as well. So I would definitely just keep your eyes and ears on those two sites, because they're definitely going to have something soon for that particular one. There was also another one. I don't know if it was it was a Frankie's. You're right, Ian. For Batman Adventures Continues or something like that, #1, which sold out instantly, and it had like the trade and Virgin as well.
I heard that the Harley one that is supposed to release like at midnight on the 21st, out of nowhere, and people were able to get it.
Yeah, I heard about that, saw that too, and I'm like, why did I have to go to sleep? I mean, why?
And back to that Yoda, wasn't it? It's limited to 1,000, right?
Yeah, like that Yoda was limited to 1,000, but 200 of them were damaged.
Ooh.
So they're not going to be looking good. Frankie's hasn't decided what they're going to do with those particular $200 book, 200 books. Sorry, but they might just sell them at a discount because they're going to be like reader copies. So they're not going to be very, very good for a collector. Someone's looking to grade their book.
I saw some of those Yodas on eBay, and they're going for like $40, and I really think they're undervalued right now. I'm like, if you can get one of those for $40, get it now. Because once those disappear, I think that book is a true Momoko that's going to skyrocket.
I do too. I would definitely agree with you with that one. I think right now that $40 price point is rather low, only because again it's Star Wars and it's Peach. I mean, this is great, and it's a hot book. Again, it's Clone Wars. It's coming off of the season ending, and there's just a lot of like power behind it, and it's going to kind of lead up to the Mandalorian, or what's going to happen in the Mandalorian. And I think it's a great buy. I mean, $40, like I wouldn't blink.
Oh, and we all know, like, Mandalorian, once in October when Mandalorian season 2 comes out, that book's gonna pop hard. Everything Yoda, Mandalorian is gonna pop hard. Always does, like during the first 3 episodes and during the last 3 episodes. So like, jump on that thing at $40 now, because I think it's gonna be a $200+ book in the end, because people really, I've been watching the internet and I've been watching social media feeds, and people are really pissed that they didn't get a hold of that one. Like, they even want they're asking to buy the damaged ones. That's how much craze there is about this book.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's FOMO to the max, man. And people feel like they're missing out on something. And again, those Peach fans, they're pretty rabid. I mean, they'll look at specifically for those books, and they don't care. I mean, they'll buy it just to kind of add it to their collection. So I mean, it's definitely a good thing. It's a good thing for those comic book stores that are having Peach do those exclusives for them. I mean, it's great business for them, and then also for a reseller, it's good for them too. So I mean, I think it's just kind of good all around for everybody. And again,
and I'm happy for her, man. I'm getting a sketch from her too, and I reached out.
I can't wait to see it.
I know, me too, man. I'm not going to tell the world like what it's gonna be until I have it in my hands and I can present it during a mail call, because I don't want anybody taking my idea. Like, my idea is gonna be, you guys wait. I'm not even gonna tell you what the theme is. You guys gonna have to wait, because it's going to CGC. It's gonna get slabbed, and it's gonna come back to me. I don't care what grade it is, because I know it's gonna be dope, and it's just gonna be.
Have you gotten a tease from Peach yet about it?
I told her not to. I said I want to see it when it's in my hands.
Oh, man, I would ask for like pencils. I love the whole like work in progress that an artist does, to develop like their final product. I mean, it's awesome. I like how it goes from pencils to like inks to colors. It's the greatest thing.
She's doing the full on for me, man. I asked her, like, I did a whole little thing of like my ideas, and I'm like, but you can just do whatever you want. These are my ideas, like, and it's gonna be a full color sketch. It's gonna, and man, she does great work. I mean, I told her, like, just take your time, no rush. Here's the money. Like, just let me know how much it's gonna cost when you ship it. Like, just take your time. And I'm not in a rush, man. I just I just want it before the end of the year because, it's kind of correlating with things that are happening towards the end of the year. So I'm just pretty excited.
I wonder what's happening at the end of the year.
Yeah.
Are you talking maybe Black Widow, maybe some sort of Marvel? What's happening? Is DC releasing something?
Man, I can't let the world know, man, because then everybody's gonna take my idea, and there's gonna be a million of them out there with Peach's Peach sketch, because I know she's gonna do it dope for me. I've talked to her a lot on Instagram, and she's very, very open to talking about things and talking about ideas. And she was just like, "This is gonna be cute and rad." I was like, "Wow, you are."
Oh my god, cool. Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. So yeah, I mean, just to kind of circle back, like that Blackwood book. I mean, its cover price is $3.99.
Mm-hmm.
I would pick it up for $3.99, and then if you need to, or if you want to, like, again, Fleabay is like $15-16. I mean, that's 5 times what you paid for. I mean, I would definitely be all over that if I saw it.
But let's keep it real. Let's keep it real though. Like, if it wasn't Peach on doing the cover, like, we probably wouldn't have bought this book. Like, I'm just keeping it real.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest with you, yeah, I wouldn't. I mean, unless you're a Blackwood fan or fan of kind of like horror or supernatural, well, then it's definitely up your alley. But for a casual fan, or just like somebody who just likes Peach or whatever, I mean, they're just going to pick up that book, and because they pick up that book, they might go back and purchase the other ones. Purchase 1 and 2, and then also the series that happened before it. To kind of tie everything together. So again, it's good to have those kind of artists to kind of bring interest or draw people to their books. But yeah, I wouldn't. I saw cover A or the regular cover, and I'm like, it doesn't scream to me like, buy me, like, take a chance,
Yeah. And I just want to say to Marvel, DC, IDW, and Image, and Aftershock, invite Peach to the next San Diego Comic-Con, please. Because when I was talking to her, I wanted to pick up my book from her from SDCC, which was supposed to happen, and she said she didn't get an invite. What the hell are you thinking? Like, invite her and have her be there so she can sign for her fans. Like, pay for her room, pay for her a booth for her. Like, she is the hottest artist out there right now.
I would agree with that. Yeah, for sure.
Cool, man. Well, I'm gonna let you get back to your hot date, bro, and have fun, man. And thanks for stopping by, man. We'll talk to you next week.
All right, man. Thanks. Peace.